pleasure to welcome you, leaders of our two main political parties, the National Democratic Congress and the New Patriotic Party, to today's dialogue. Before I continue, I wish to express the gratitude of the Governing Board of the National Peace Council to you for the commitment you have shown so far in dealing with the malaise of political vigilantism in our country. The communique issued at our last meeting held at the Central Hotel earlier this month gave us assurance and to the entire citizens of this country that their leaders are ready to eliminate once and for all party vigilante activities. Our agenda today is to continue from where we left off. More specifically, we intend to brainstorm and exchange ideas on possible ways of working together to eradicate vigilantism in our body politics. As you may know, the mandate of the National Peace Council is to facilitate and develop mechanisms for conflict prevention, conflict management and resolution, and to build sustainable peace in this country. And we take this responsibility most seriously. Indeed, we deem it a privilege to have this level of confidence repose in us, especially as we endeavor to engage with the National Democratic Congress and the New Patriotic Party to find inclusive ways of addressing the phenomenon of vigilantism. As we try to comprehend our individual and collective roles in eliminating vigilantism in all its ramifications, I entreat you to consider the following. Ladies and gentlemen, we owe it to our people to live up to the values and aspirations that propelled our forebears to fight for the freedoms that we currently enjoy and probably even take for granted. We are known to be a country that respects the rule of law and the fundamental freedoms clearly spelled out in our Constitution. We aspire to have a nation that is committed to making our freedoms meaningful by dismantling all barriers to peace, equality, and socioeconomic deprivation. Our political leadership, especially the NPP and the NDC, have a responsibility to contribute to the fulfillment of this aspiration. Vigilantism, no matter what definitions we give, no matter its apparent appeal, is an affront to the people of Ghana. A reprehensible stigma on our flourishing democracy, a poor example to the younger generations, and a betrayal of those who have sacrificed their resources and even lives to place Ghana on the world map as a beacon of peace and hope. The National Peace Council is confident that the leadership of the NPP and the NDC, who have enjoyed the trust of our people to rule since the beginning of the Fourth Republic, will reflect on Ghana's journey to freedom and come to the inevitable conclusion that our only alternative in the midst of a vicious impediment, vigilantism, is to unite with a renewed and common determination against the phenomenon because it is fast eroding our hard-won democratic gains and credentials. We cannot allow vigilantism to become a permanent feature in politics and show respect to each other and to the process that we have designed collectively to guide decision-making in this country. This is fundamental to the functioning of a democratic society. The National Peace Council has been invited to submit comments on the Vigilantism and Related Offences Bill, and it intends to do so very soon. While we acknowledge the significance of the bill, we wish to stress that its passage and the mediation process are compatible. Whereas the bill provides for the mandatory provision of vigilantism in all its forms, our dialogue aims at the voluntary disbandment of vigilante groups by political parties. The proscription of vigilantism by statute can only be enhanced by voluntary action by political parties. Laws are there. We have examples to show. Supreme Court had pronounced on some of these chieftaincy disputes, and yet the disputes were there until the people came together to talk, to find peace.